Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram, Hare Hare.
Gadadhara
Jai
Shivasadi
Shri
Guru
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Friday. It is the 24th of May. It is Jyeshta Masa or Trivikrama Masa and the Krishna Paksham, Padrimi Tithi or Pratipa. It is the first day of the new month. So yesterday it was Madhusudana Masa or Vaisakha Masa was completed. So new month started today. So there are no events today. So this is Trivikrama Masa. So we shall quickly move into Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami offering his praise to the Supreme Lord. So, very beautiful prayers. So, yesterday we have seen the Supreme Personality of Godhead, how powerful he is. All of his devotees, they will be able to purify so many sinful people. So he empowers his devotees like that. So Kirata Punandra Pulinda Pulkasha Abhira Shumbha Yavanaha Kasadayaha Yenecha Papa Yadapashraya Ashrayaha. Whoever taken the shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, they only can cleanse all the sinful activities. It is glorifying the devotees of the Lord. And Sujantasmai Prabha Vishnave Namaha. So that powerful supreme personality of Godhead, I am offering my obeisances. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami offered his prayers yesterday. So today there is a further very beautiful verse. So today Sukadeva Goswami is glorifying the Lord. He is the Lord of and the soul of all the pure devotees, soul of all the elevated and liberated souls who have dedicated their lives to Krishna. And the Lord, He is a Lord of Vedas, Lord of Dharma, and Lord of austerities. And people who have been no more anxiety towards the material things, who are completely elevated themselves onto the transcendental platform, through them the Lord is worshipped. So, giving the examples of Brahma, Lord Shankara, Lakshmi Devi, Sankarsana, many other elevated um, the souls to that supreme personality of Godhead. I'm offering my obeisances, and that Lord should be. I am expecting Lord to be pleased with me because I'm going to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is invoking the auspiciousness for himself. So Lord will be pleased towards himself. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, and chapter number 4, verse number 19. स एष आत्मवतामदीश्वरः त्रयीमयो धर्ममयः तपोमयः गतविलीकैः अजिशङ्करादिभिः वितर्क्य लिङ्गो भगवान् प्रसीदताम्. So this is what we expect. Lord should be pleased with our activities, our devotional service. So here Sukadeva Goswami is Bhagavan Prasidatam. He is expecting Lord to be pleased with him. Sayesha Atma Atmavatamadishwaraha. Sayesha Atma. And the Lord, He is the the super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, is the super soul of Atmavatam. Atmavatam is the all self-realized souls. He is the soul of all the self-realized souls. Adishwaraha is the supreme personality of Godhead. and to whom is Lord of Triyamayo Dharmamaya Tapomayaha. Triyamaya, the personified Vedas, Dharmamayaha, the personified religious scripture, Tapomayaha, the personified austerities. So he is Lord of all these things. One is the Atmavatam, Triyamaya, Dharmamaya, Tapomayaha. That is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sayesha Atma Atmavatamdishvaraha Triyamayo Tapomayaha. Gatavilikaihi Ajasankaradevihi Gatavilikaihi, and here Vilikaihi is the material pretensions, comparing with the material things. Gatavilikaihi, who are transcended to those material nature. By those who are above all pretensions, Gatavilikaihi, who are they? Ajasankaradevihi, Brahmaji, Aja Sankaradevihi, Lord Shiva, and all other demigods, whoever it is, it compares anything else in this universe. Gatavilikaihi Ajasankara Adibihi. Vitarkyalingo Bhagavan Prasidatam. Vitarkyalingaha. So one who is observed with awe and veneration. So the Lord is worshipped by such kind of elevated souls who are free from all the material contamination, or the transcendentalists. And Bhagavan Prasidatam, that Supreme Personality of Godhead, be kind towards me. Be kind towards me. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Vitarkelingo Bhagavan Prasidatam. Sayesha Atmavatamadishvaraha Trayumayo Dharmamaya Tapomayaha Gatavilekaihi Adisankaradibihi Vitarkelingo Bhagavan Prasidatam. Very beautiful verse. He is the super soul, and translation for this verse, he is the super soul and the supreme lord of all self-realized souls. He is the personification of the Vedas, religious principles, and the austerities. He is worshipped by Lord Brahma and Shiva and all those who are transcendental to all pretensions. Being so revered with awe and veneration, may that supreme absolute, be pleased with me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request the first two paragraphs? Saranya Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. The Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, although the Lord of all followers of different paths of self-realization, is knowable only by those who are above all pretensions. Everyone is searching for eternal peace or eternal life, and with an aim to this destination, everyone is either studying the Vedic scriptures or other religious scriptures, or undergoing severe austerity as empiric philosophers, as mystic yogis, or as unalloyed devotees, etc. But the Supreme Lord is perfectly realized only by the devotees, because they are above all pretensions. Those who are on the path of self-realization are generally classified as karmis, jnanis, yogis, or devotees of the Lord. The karmis, who are much attached by the fruit attracted by the fruitative activities of the Vedic rituals, are called bhuktikami, or those who desire material enjoyment. The jnanis, who try become one with the supreme by mental speculation, are called muktikami, or those who desire liberation from the material existence. The mystic yogis, who practice different types of austerities for attainment of eight kinds of material perfection, and who ultimately meet the super soul, Paramatma, in trance, are called Siddhikami, or those who desire the perfection of becoming finer than the finest, becoming heavier than the heaviest, and getting everything desired, having control over everyone, creating everything like, etc. All these are abilities of a powerful yogi, but the devotees of the Lord do not want anything like that for self realization. They want only to serve the Lord, because the Lord is great, and as living entities, they are eternally subordinate parts and parcel of the Lord. This perfect realization of the self by the devotees help him to become desireless, to desire nothing for his personal self, and thus the devotees are called Nishkami, without any desire. A living entity, by his constitutional position, cannot be void of all desires. The Bhuktikami, Muktikami, and all Siddhikami all desire something for personal satisfaction. But the Nishkami, devotees of the Lord, desire everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. They are completely dependent on the orders of the Lord and are always ready to discharge their duty for the satisfaction of the Lord. In the beginning, Arjuna placed himself as one of those who desire self-satisfaction, for he desired not to fight in the battle of Kurukshetra, but to make him desireless. The Lord preached the Bhagavad Gita, in which the ways of Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Hatha Yoga, and also Bhakti Yoga were explained. Because Arjuna was without any pretensions, he changed his decision and satisfied the Lord by agreeing to fight. Karishe Vajanam Tava, and thus he became desireless. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Can I request other devotee take a turn? Can I request Samjana Mataji, if available? Or any unallocated devotees, please.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Exam. Okay, may I read it, Prabhu, or Meena Prabhu, or something? Okay, Prabhu, I can read that. The example of Brahma and Lord Shiva are specifically cited here because Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, Srimati Lakshmiji, and the four Kumaras, Shanaka, Sanatana, etc., are leaders of the four desireless Vaishnavas Sampradayas. They are all freed from all presentations. Srila Jiva Goswami interprets the word Gata Vyakti Gata Vyak Gata Vyaktiha as a Projita Kartavyaha. Yet those who are freed from all presentation, the unalloyed devotee only. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 19:149, it is said, Krishna Bhakta Niskam Ata Eva Shanta Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Shakali Ashanta. Those who are after pretty results for their pious activities, those who desire salvation and identity with the Supreme, and those who desire material perfection of mystic power are all restless because they want something for themselves, but the devotee is completely peaceful because he has no demand for himself and is always ready to serve the desire of the Lord. The conclusion is therefore that the Lord is for everyone because no one can achieve the result of his respective desires without his sanction. But as stated by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita 8:9, all such results are avoided by him only. For the Lord is Adhiswara, the original controller of everyone, namely the Vedantist, the great Karma Khandis, the great religious leaders, the great performers of austerity, and all who are striving for spiritual advancement. But ultimately, he is realized by the presentation-less devotees only. Therefore, special stress is given to the devotional service of the Lord by Srila Sukadeva Goswami.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So here Prabhupada is trying to explain about the different kinds of desires. One is the bhukti kami, who wanted to enjoy his senses and enjoy the fruits of his actions and work hard and earn livelihood and enjoy with the family and with all the relations and friends. He wanted to enjoy his, that is bhukti kami. Next is the um, jnani, muktikami. Muktikami is who wanted to free himself from all such kind of things. He's a bit elevated souls. These are jnanis, and they are always looking for mukti, so liberation, or become one with the Lord, merge into the supreme Brahman light. That is the muktikami. They have got desire. They they also wanted to renounce all kinds of sarva karma parityajam. All the activities needs to be renounced. That is their motto of it. Sometimes they are called Mayavadis. Sarva karma parityajam. And then next level is the Siddhikami, who wanted to perfect, uh, become in the mystic powers. So mystic powers are the Anima Siddhi, Anima Laghima. These are the, there are 8 Siddhis. So Prabhupada used to explain. So out of those things, this is finer than the finest, heavier than the heaviest. Likewise, he can just immediately siddhi prapti. And for example, if he wanted to make one object, it is in very far distance. Using his mystic powers, he can bring that one to himself, nearer to himself. These are all mystic powers. So here, Prabhupada is saying a devotee doesn't want all of these things, but these are all whoever is desiring, or who wanted to enjoy the material thing, who wanted to get liberated from the material world for personally himself, and people who are trying to become the perfect mystic yogis. So these are all having desires. Somewhere or other, they wanted some desires. But a devotee doesn't worry about all these things. He is called Bhakti Yogi. Yoginamapi sarvesham madgate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam samyukta tamo mataha. He is the perfect and the supreme devotee of the Lord. So because he understands Mamaivam Jivoloke Jiva Bodha Sanatanaha Mansastani Indriyani Prakristani Karshati. So Krishna says that all the living entities are my part and parcels. A devotee knows that he is the part of the Supreme Lord. So he renders service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, understanding his subordinate. So they are eternally subordinate part and parcels of the Lord. And then, so here, the perfect realization of the self by the devotee helps him to become desireless. So when we are serving to Lord like that, he will become desireless. To desire nothing for his personal self. And thus devotees are called Nishkami. So they are, so Kapil Bhagavan says, Tasmadaham Mai Arpita Ashesha Atma Adha Kriya Nirantaraha Mai Arpitatmanaha Pumso Mai Sanyasta Karmanaha Napasyami Parambhotam Akattuhu Samadharshanat. So they have given all their life, time, everything, all their money, wealth, they have surrendered themselves, all activities. There are also my arpitatmanaha pumso, my sanyasta karmanaha. All of their activities are also, they have given to me. Napasyami param bhotam akattuhu samadharshana. I don't see anyone better than that person, better than my devotee, who has given everything to me. That is the devotee's position. So that is everyone do for the satisfaction of the Lord only. Okay, and so they are always completely dependent on the orders of the Lord and are always ready to discharge their duty for the satisfaction of the Lord. They will become instruments of the Lord. So that is Prabhupada is mentioning, and also later on Prabhupada is mentioning about the example as the Arjuna. So even though he was a desiring something for himself, but later on, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from Krishna, he has come to the conclusion that Karishe Vachanam Tava, O Krishna, I will do exactly whatever you have said. And then later on, Prabhupada is explaining about the Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lakshmi Devi, and Kumaras. These are all four, they are the leaders of the four Sampradayas. Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya. So even those, the leaders of those Sampradayas, the deities of those Sampradayas, they are always worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So here that's Jiva Goswami says that Gataveli Kaihi as Projita Kaitavahi. Projita Kaitavahi. So it is not related to the material thing, it is beyond this. Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Atayeva Ashanta. Bhakti Mukti Siddhikami Sakali Ashanta. So here Krishna Bhakta only Nishkama. Everyone Atayeva Ashanta. This is Ashanta. Who are they? Bhuktikami, Siddhikami, and Muktikami, or Sakali Ashanta. Everyone are they're restless. Ashanta. So this is whenever a living entity, when he is coming into this material world again for next chance, when he was in the womb of a mother, so he is remembering so many of his past lives, and then smaran dirgham anuchvasam sharma kim na vindate. So he was smaran dirgham anuchvasam. He thinks, again I have come to this material world. He becomes restless in the womb of the mother itself. And here, so just people who are also again, they are after the mukti, bhukti, and siddhi. They also become restless here, trying to go in a different path instead of going to Krishna straight away and render service unto Krishna. So likewise, Prabhupada is explaining, and Krishna's position is mentioning, bringing from Bhagavad Gita that Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram Anuraniyam Sam Anusmaredyaha Sarvasya Dataram Achincha Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasah Parastat. So the Lord, he is the transcend, he is like a luminous like the sun. Aditya Varnam Tamasah Parastad, and he is transcendental beyond this material nature, and he is inconceivable. So likewise, the Kavis will know Kavim Puranam Anushashitaram. He is the controller. So Prabhupada is mentioning, and he is mentioning here Adishvara, the original controller of everyone, namely Vedantis, the great Karma Kandiyas. So likewise, Prabhupada is explaining. So, and this is a very beautiful verse, but there is much, but we stop here. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Sayesh Atma Vatamadishvaraha Trayemayo Dharmamay Tapomayaha Gata Velekaihi Ajasankaradibihi Vitatyalingo Bhagavan Prasidatam. Very beautiful verse. We shall move to this next Srila Prabhupada's letter. So today it is a letter to Krishnadasa, February 18th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request again two devotees? Meena Mataji, would you like to do half of this letter?
My Krishna, my dear Krishna Das, please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 14 February 1970 along with $15 maintenance cost, and I thank you very much for this. I think Ansuduta and Himavati are already on their way to Germany. Most probably they will reach Germany directly. If not, they may go via London. Anyway, Ansaduta presence in your center along with Himavati will certainly enhance your spiritual activities. Both of them are sincere devotee and senior members. If he agree, I think he can be made the president he can be made the president because he is the senior most amongst you in outside Sankirtan party. He will be a first class asset. And for deity worship, Himavati will be second to none. So try to utilize their service properly and increase the movement more and more in Germany. Germany is a good field for expanding this movement because practically I know the largest number of Hare Krishna mantra record have been sold in Germany, and from your report it also appears that their response is very encourage and as you have sold so many Bhagavad Gitas as it is in one day.
Back to God.
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, go on, please.
You want me to read or other?
Yes, Mataji, I'll tell you.
Okay, regarding your jewelry engagement, you must finish the examination very satisfactorily. First, satisfactorily first. Things which we have taken for so long time must be terminated in good result, and the same may be offered to Krishna. Krishna is ready to accept service from all directions, and our Krishna consciousness movement is practically meant for this purpose. So when you pass your examination, then we'll shall consider what to do next. I have received the photograph of the deity and it is very nice. Decorated the throne with as many flowers as possible, and the columns of the throne may be draped with flowers and leaves if possible. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. And can I request that the devotee take a turn to read the next rest of the letter, please? Any volunteers, please? Or Meena Mataji, or you can continue that one, please.
Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya appearance day falls on March 22nd, that is on Sunday. The devotee should fast until evening when there is a ceremony and offering of all small amount of Ekadasi preparation. The next day, the devotees should celebrate amongst themselves with a small-scale feast. You may hold the celebration open to the public, and the following Sunday, the preparation to be offered, specially on this occasion, is Bhumi, is Bhuni Khichdi. Khichdi. Fry equal part dal and rice in ghee and masala. Add 2 times water as dal and rice, and add vegetable. If you use more ghee, use less water. Cook it until it is dry and the rice is soft. I am very glad to learn that Michelle and Henning are both very sincere boys, and Henning is an expert carpenter. If they go to London to help Sam Sundara and building the Rath Yatra car, that will be a great service. Please offer them my blessing, and the more they become enthusiastic in Krishna's service, the more they will feel transcendental bliss and become advanced in Krishna consciousness. It will be very nice if you can make some jewelries for my deity, 2 set of crowns, a necklaces, bangles, and earrings, and and flute for Krishna. The flute should be this size, and on the end it should have a head like this. I think you may have seen some picture. Uh, Devan, Devananda will make some drawing of the other jewelry and send to you. Oh, this will meet you in a good health. Please offer my blessing to all the boys and girls in our Hamburg Center. Your ever well-wisher, S. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
Yeah, just Prabhupada is like admiring, like, Hans Dutta and Himavati, and they are very nice, sincere, like, devotee, and take as much help from, like, service from them, and I just also mentioning that, like, Germany, like, it's a good place to do the Krishna consciousness, because the most of the, like, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra seed is sold there. Um, and Neeraj, mm, yeah, and it's about talking about jewelry engagement, like how how is yeah, and um, yeah, and he just talking about the photograph that he has received, and it was very nice, decorated with the flower, and, like, lots of flower, like. Mm, and I just admiring this place, very nice, and, like, with lots of flower as well. And then we just talk about, like, Lord Chaitanya Appearance Day, and it's like it's when it's falling and what to do, and it's the heaviest to take Ekadasi Prasad when, like, when the breaking fast, and next day, it's just talking about some kind of, like, khichdi, and how to do that, like, and how to do make that khichdi. So we just giving the, about how to make that khichdi, and then, and he just also admiring that the two boys, like Meshal and Herring, and they are and he because he is like he can help, like, Henry, he can help, like, Samsundra to building Bharat Yatra, and then they say they are very enthusiastic person, and they will, like, if they do service like this, they will come more to near the Krishna consciousness, like, advance in Krishna consciousness. And then he also, Prabhupada is asking to make jewelries for his deity, and he just asking what exactly he wants, and yeah, so that's something I just take.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. You have had it nicely and summarized. Thank you so much. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? Hare Krishna. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So Prabhupada is encouraging devotees, and the senior devotees are like Hansadatta and Haimavati. So they need to be given good responsibilities to handle and keep the services going on. So recognizing the seniority within the devotees as well. Okay, so that is Prabhupada's letter. Everything is very beautiful. Okay, that is from the announcements point of view. So tomorrow morning we continue with our Bhagavatam morning, and tomorrow evening Bhagavad Gita at the regular times. No special announcements today. That's all from me. And dear devotees, if you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, if there are any other events going on, kindly share. Okay, if there are no further updates, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण conscious day everyone हरे कृष्ण जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु